All right, Big Bang, welcome to the Mid Show, live from Chicago. Before we get into anything, we want to talk about the official beer sponsor of this show. You guys already know. It's Miller Lite. Since the dawn of mankind, we've cooked our food over an open flame and debated the best way to grill. White Sox Dave, you're still in that caveman method. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how you do it, though, Dave. That's right. It matters what accompanies you in that left or right hand, and it should be a Miller Lite.
Absolutely. You can't smoke a brisket. You can't grill a burger. Can't make any breakfast potatoes on the grill on the flat top without a Miller Lite in hand.
Even making some s'mores. You're roasting those mallows. You just got to have
summertime,
Miller Lite
baby.
Ready.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Goes with everything.
Yep, the original light beer since 1975, a perfect companion for grill masters across America. Miller Lite keeps it simple. Undebatable quality. Tastes as great as your barbecue. With the Miller Lite in your hand, grilling doesn't just taste great. It tastes like Miller time. To get Miller Lite delivered right to your door, visit MillerLite.com/midshow, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Just make sure you celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories per 12 ounces. Go do it. Go grab a Miller. All right, welcome to the show. Everyone retweet the link so we could,
We need to start every episode with that, Ed.
Yes, I do. I need to be better about that. I noticed Lance sent us a sheet, and we'll get to a lot of it, Lance. I appreciate that.
Love the sheet,
Lance. See, you sent a sheet. We went to White Sox Dave's house yesterday. We'll get to that. Kirk Minahan show basketball. I'm going to Tampa this weekend with Dana Beers. And there's other news topics. We got a Nicky Smokes question, Joey Chestnut. But I'm personally offended and almost feel personally attacked by you.
Oh, shit.
That we're not going to talk about me winning the MVP to lead off this show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that's on me. Yeah, that's on me. I was actually going to put it in there and then didn't, so that's bad etiquette on me.
And on top of that, the possibility of us facing each other.
We are in the same bracket, correct?
Yes.
So we have to beat Smockin, and then we have you, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Civil War. This is my crosstown classic. Guys playing against each other in the dozen.
Yeah. We have been shit for the last little bit here, so
we're hitting a little downswing,
a little bump in the road.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Do you feel good about the correction, or do you think you guys?
I got to tell you, when I'm gonna take whatever they give Biden before the State of the Union, I'm gonna have the creatine. Maybe I'll do Adderall. I'm gonna have everything going, so my brain is firing for that show.
Same with me, Ed. All the steroids.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
It'll be better because Riverside, the app that we use to record that, fucking stinks for me.
For you. Yeah,
so one of the questions, I forget what the question was, but the answer was Corey Dillon. I didn't realize I got the answer right until 2 questions later.
Is that your internet though, or is that?
I don't.
Certain people have. I've never had an issue with Riverside, but I know you've had some problems. Keegs has to do it on her phone. I think it might have to do with your service provider, or your internet, or whatever. But
it does not. It's
been fine for me.
That's why I just go over his shoulder usually.
Yeah.
I noticed your watch band. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's a new one.
I
found. Is it aggressive?
It's like you're preparing for
it's like a tactical. It's a tactical watch band.
Like
that's what it is. Yeah. I got
hold it up.
a dozen of them on Amazon for $10 or something.
Really?
Yeah. This was the least aggressive too. I could have gone white.
Did you match it to your hat?
Orange. No, I was sick of black.
It's not the color; it's the rumble strips on it.
Yeah.
Shout
out Rumble.
Yeah, shout out Rumble.
It's one of those things where if someone looks exactly the same, but they normally always wear white shoes. They show up in black. You're like, oh, what's different?
Yes.
Like,
I've been wearing this for like a month now.
Oh, really?
Oh, I never noticed. But
Something-
I'm not a noticer.
Something hit me when you raised your arm. And I was like, whoa, Dave. I felt like I was going to get smoked by a rock.
Eddie, can you list off some of your accolades in the dozen, though? What'd you do to win? What records did you beat?
The last game I won the most points ever scored in a match, and then the most points average for a season.
How many?
2 records. And the only MVP besides Kirk.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah. You know.
What was
Nah,
your
I'm not
points
even
per
going to
game?
say it. I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
No,
Say
I'm
it.
not
Be
gonna say
nice. It's okay to be nice.
Oh, I wasn't going to be nice.
Oh, okay.
I do think that maybe the team that has the most viral guy in the whole internet and the biggest guy in the company, they might get a little bit more cupcake questions than the rest of
That's always what people say.
I wasn't gonna say it.
But congratulations. No matter what the questions are, 14.67 is a lot of points.
That's a shit ton of points. We scored them. Still have the all-time high for a game,
Yeah.
right? What did Kelly put up that game?
That one I
Was
think
it-
was kind of evenly
Was it?
distributed, yeah.
What's it like to be on a team like that where she's basically LeBron and the Cavs and you guys are like,
No, that's not it at all.
I don't know.
No, you want me to explain it to you? No, I don't think you see the
Mike Trout.
some of and this might be a factor for yours as well, your high point totals. We unselfish teammates put Kelly in a position to succeed. I could come up with a niche that's worth double for me and get them right every single time. I absolutely could. And then her strong category for our double, we always double it. It's music. She's very good in that. That's strategic. We could come up with a category where I have an automatic 4 points per game plus whatever else I get. We could do that.
Are you saying we do that?
I don't know what you guys do. I'm saying that you said it about us with Kelly Keegs. And I'm saying we put Kelly Keegs. We're a good team. We're unselfish. We're not sitting here patting ourselves on the back about regular season individual awards.
I didn't pat myself.
That's
I just
exactly-
wanted
You
to
wanted to
acknowledge
start
You
the
were
show with
offended.
the MVP.
You were offended.
That's
that
you
Lance-
patting yourself on
It's
the
worth
back.
a mention. It's worth a mention.
Sure.
You were
We mentioned
offended.
it.
It's worth a mention.
You were offended.
It's worth a mention.
Well, because
I said
thought my guy Lance
congratulations.
had my back a little bit more. That's
I said congratulations. And I said that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. And then you turned it negative on us that we're a couple of bags of shit and she drags us along. I think
Well, you said the easy question thing. I know you don't watch the show, so that's
you said that about it. I took
no,
your
no, no.
line when
You've
we
heard
broke
that
the
from
record.
somewhere else.
No.
No, you've heard that from somewhere else. So I'm just saying
That's
that
kinda
I heard from somewhere
logical.
else that you guys are in her fucking Louis Vuitton and she's dragging you guys around.
Look, Kelly's
They're
a
gonna
very-
change the Minahan
Kelly-
logo to you guys.
Kelly's a very good player. We're thrilled to have her. Some people would say that would make me GM of the year. People are
And
saying that.
We also, Ryan was incorrect. We don't double music. We double,
Yeah, we do.
or we do. No,
Yeah.
I actually help with music very regular, especially when it's 90s music.
He made a face.
That is true.
I think if you
That is
if we-
absolutely true.
I would like.
Google Dolls was a recent answer. Neon Trees was.
I don't know-
recent answer. That's not 90s, but
But I feel like, you know what, Dave? You're right. You do help with the music. The
Yeah.
team. I do think that Kelly doesn't miss on those.
No.
So it's like if you both get it, if you both answer it, she usually goes first. I'd like to run the numbers on that. I think Kelly would.
she blows me out.
Right.
But
And
I
then
chip
she-
in.
and
We
she-
all chip in.
She's great at her double. She's great at celebrity matchups. She's great at music. That's 5 points a game right there. And so
And historically, not our most recent match, I'm really good at the head-to-head matchups, things like distances, obviously.
you've been good at
Calories,
that as
I'm really good at. Like, that's when I'm.
yeah.
I've
Yeah,
been good at.
we're a solid team. We sputtered a little bit at the end, but we're gonna turn
Because
it around.
Kelly sputtered.
No,
Oh,
I don't
joking.
think.
I'm
I don't-
joking.
I don't think she did. Actually.
I don't think you're joking.
I think our two worst categories are baseball and the NFL. I think those
The
are
NFL questions have been so hard this season.
they have
are
been
hard.
but
They're
that
very hard.
but those it always feels like we're leaving something on the table.
We have. We
Like,
absolutely have.
I would say that the
MLB is like our best category.
really, I would say that the NBA is probably my least favorite of the major sports. I am more confident getting NBA questions than NFL and baseball.
The NFL
Those
have
are
been
tough.
very difficult this season.
You
Like,
think-
there's been guys I haven't even heard of, I feel like, that have been the answers.
You think
Yeah.
they should change their team name to Kelly and the Cowlettes?
Yeah, I don't
Sure.
hate that.
I don't care.
I don't
The
hate
team,
that.
the team.
Yeah.
I feel like doing well in,
She's
in trivia.
unquestionably the best player on the
Absolutely.
So it makes
Absolutely.
sense.
But I do think that there are ways for MVPs to have their numbers kind of inflated by how you structure your team strategy.
How is that so? Clem's very strong too, so I'm battling Clem every time for these points.
That wasn't a shot at you.
I think it was a shot at me.
No, MVPs, like meaning every team's MVP.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. You're very sensitive about this, Dustin.
No, I'm not sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive.
No, I don't care. People,
Pat me on the back. Tell me how great I am.
I've been seeing that for a while that we get easy questions.
We care more about our team total point record because that's all of us.
Well,
share
once
in that.
again, you don't watch the show. You didn't read my tweets. I keep saying it. Don't mean a thing without the ring. I
Yeah.
said business,
but let's
work
talk
still
about
to
the
be done.
regular season awards.
No, it's just an
I
acknowledgement.
wonder if Portnoy
before the
is
playoffs.
disgusted with you taking a victory lap before.
I'm not
the
taking a
tournament.
victory lap. I'm just acknowledging. That's all I'm doing.
You would be the guy. You know how it's like bad luck in the NHL. Touch the championship trophies in the conference round. You'd be running up there, getting it, putting it in your locker, saying, "Look at what
I'm glad that
what I won."
I'm grateful to be in that moment that I could do that though. I don't think that's something you guys will ever sniff.
Probably not.
We've had great regular season runs before. We are the all-time leading.
Oh my God, we want to talk about regular season chest pounding.
No,
the Crown
who's doing
Boys,
that?
the original Crown Boys, was the craziest chest pumping I think I've ever seen.
What's Crown Boys?
When they had the crown at their the first half, they didn't even win it for the year. They had it for the first half.
We had
pull up
it.
those tweets.
We had the longest
We were
Yeah.
like
run.
8-0 for a minute.
We had the longest run of being the number 1 seed.
You guys bought crowns before you.
I
yeah.
didn't
Really?
buy the crown. Jeff sent them to us. Sorry for promoting the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry for doing that now too. Right?
Are you promoting the
Hey,
show or are
hey,
you promoting yourself?
Hey, Chief, checkmate.
Are you
No,
promoting the
he-
show or are you promoting
That's
yourself?
absolutely a checkmate. You guys talked about that fucking crown forever.
No, you're promoting yourself. That's exactly how
I
it
also
started off.
I was not involved in the getting of the crowns. I didn't do any of that. The crowns were sent to us, and Jeff asked us to do a video. We did it.
If Jeff told you to jump off a bridge, would you?
No, but I would help Jeff promote his product, which everybody at this company seems to like and does very well with sponsors. The company man over here.
Could we send you guys crowns and you wear them again?
If we win,
Yeah.
if Jeff thinks that that's what he wants for the brand, and we earn the crown, then sure.
I feel like when you're older, being good at trivia is like the equivalent to when you're younger and got like a good ACT score. There's some smarts there. You can't really test it out when you're older anymore. So, Eddie, I'll give you a nice congratulations.
Thanks, Dan.
As an
I
unbiased
hope
party.
that Jeff gives you like a religion question next time.
That would be
What do you think? Do you
Uncommon.
guys get like more snack categories and more of your strong suits than other people, or does it seem pretty random? Because I feel like, no offense, but doing podcasts with you for 5 years,
Yeah.
you're
You know that
like,
vending machine inside and out.
what's there's that expression where you're an inch deep and a mile wide, which I think is kind of me. I know a little bit about a lot of things. I feel like you know a lot about a little things, about a very few select categories.
See, I would disagree with that completely.
Really?
I think I'm the same. I'm telling you to go look at. I mean, you don't get that many points with knowing a little about
That's true. That's
whatever
true.
you said.
Well,
like that's physically impossible.
Inch deep and a mile wide is the
Yes,
expression.
that's-
I feel like you're the opposite of it.
No, that's technically impossible to score 14 points and know a lot about a little. Right?
But it's sports, it's snacks and pop culture. That's what this show is.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
see you getting a lot of like the history, geography, things like that.
I could get U.S. geography. That's about it.
We don't get those often enough.
Like-
I don't think.
Yeah.
I
Don't
wish,
get me
'cause
wrong.
I would
Like the
fucking crush those.
the Tongan flag. No. I'm
yeah,
not getting-
yeah.
I'm not getting-
Onimoyaki.
Tony Moyaki, yeah.
Am I getting fucking what was closer to Oklahoma or fucking Dover, Delaware? Like I got a shot.
Okay, all right,
You know,
all right.
I got a shot. But the way that the thing is structured, those are kind of tailored to me.
I would agree.
But like you guys watch sports too, like
Yeah,
you guys,
your memory for
like-
your memory in general is better than my memory.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think
Especially memory for names.
I think if we just did like a random Jeopardy, like the actual Jeopardy, I think I would smoke you.
I would say probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I
don't,
would, too.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
I would say it would be a good match. Yeah, but I would say any like head to head of the dozen. I think I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah,
comfortable favorite.
yeah. I would agree.
Absolutely.
I would agree.
There's
Beatable.
no denying.
But no, I think that's a fair.
Yeah.
That's definitely fair.
Okay.
Can you name another world leader aside from Putin or
I did the other day, so you didn't think I was gonna.
No,
do
he
it
did.
either.
He wasn't current, but
Yeah.
he said Boris Johnson.
Okay. And that's almost current.
Yeah,
Pretty close.
I mean, still pulling strings.
Yeah,
current enough.
current enough for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say the Ukraine guy too? Was he allowed?
Zelensky.
Yeah, Zelensky.
Yeah. he's
I
allowed.
didn't put the rules on that. I said to Chaps, you should do it. No Biden, no Putin. Can you name like another one? Because like there was all these
Castro's kid up in Canada.
True though, and but they've had all these elections across Europe this week, and so like I don't know.
There's a ton of turnover.
There's a ton of turnover, but names that are like prominent are in headlines right now, and so I thought that would.
And there's also a difference between like the head of state and the head of the government. Like King Charles is technically the head of state, but he's not the head of the government.
He doesn't do anything.
Right, he's just kind of there.
Yeah.
But
did a lot of people get it right? Did you watch it or no?
I watched it. I think a lot, like basically everyone that named one said Kim Jong-un.
Mincy got Macron.
That's good.
Macron.
He
called him Macron.
Any Trudeau?
Marcon.
No, nobody said Trudeau.
I thought Blutman did.
But like he said it at the end, and I think he said true though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, that's talking. I mean, it's going to be. Do you think you're going to beat Smockin?
Who's on that team again?
We destroyed them, didn't we?
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
It's Titus.
Jack, Titus, and Mincy.
Yeah, we've played. We lost to them in the first
Yeah.
round in the first tournament of the dozen out
like
in New York.
3 years ago. Yeah.
I like our chances in that one for sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good match.
Yeah, and I think we've beat them this year.
Dude, there's a lot of good teams. That's why it's hard. It's hard to win.
It is hard to win.
It's hard to win.
Even when we lost, though, aside from you guys, I feel like that was our lowest point output of the season. I bet. And we still scored like 13 or something.
I can't remember. It'll be interesting.
We beat the experts early in the year, and then during our sputter, that we kind of laid an egg against them too.
Yeah, we've never beat them, so that's a problem.
Really?
Yeah, that's a problem. They were 0-10 lifetime.
You've played them 10 times.
Going back to like when Rico was on the team.
Whew.
And it was only PFT and him. So you played them like
Fran takes them up a notch too.
Yeah, but that's another thing where like everyone talks about snack, but like mashup is a category every time. That's an automatic 2 points for them.
And that's an automatic. Well, they double it
Every time.
Yeah.
We've never missed that one.
Yeah.
Mashup?
We've never missed
Kelly's
it.
good.
Kelly will be like, I recognize that dress from the 2018 VMAs.
Yeah.
It's fucking insanity.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yep.
I got a lot of shit for the last one. I said it was Robert De Niro, and it was like, who was it? Someone. I'm like, wait.
That's like
that looks like it could have been Robert De Niro.
I do the dozen.
The Daily Dozen?
The Daily Dozen game basically every day. I get it maybe 1 out of 20 times.
I would say I'm about that. I've maybe gotten it 5 times in my life.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's not. I have like face blindness. I'm not, and I'm bad with like celebrity names. So I'll be like, "Who's that guy from that thing?"
Yeah.
Every single girl, I automatically just right off the bat, I think it's Kim Kardashian. That's like I'm like, oh, that looks like Kim Kardashian. It won't be anything close.
It's hard, and just for the sake of bad karma, I'm not trying to get too cocky. I was just looking for a talking point of the show.
Grow a nutsack.
I'm not. I believe in
Do
karma.
Joe Namath.
I believe in karma. I'm not.
You guys been the top team all year. Feels like this would be a time to be like, hey, like we're going for it.
I'm confident. I think we're a good team, but I also like I tell everyone, oh, like you're good at dozens. Like I could get 24 questions right. I could get 0 right. You know what you know, and whatever pops up on the screen, like if it's for you, if it's not, like that's just the way it works. That's trivia. Moving along. Did you want to talk about the basketball game? You guys seem into it. Did you guys watch?
I am just getting caught up.
I watched like the second half of it live.
Yeah.
Wait, the NBA game or the Rico game?
The Rico game.
I'm just now getting apprised of all accounts. I saw the play. It was that. So that was an employee of ours, right?
He works for the Menahan show on some degree.
Yeah, he was like an intern.
That's Cole?
Gus. His name's Gus.
Gus. Okay.
Gus.
I was going to say, if it's Cole, he does a lot of our Barstool backstage social, and he is awesome at social media. But I heard his rationalization of it, and to me, it was all bullshit. That he was trying to hurt Rico. That was him trying to hurt Rico. Not hurt him, but like put him on his ass.
Part of me thinks that hearing him talk and looking at him, he doesn't. I kind of believe that it was a dirty, gutless play, but I don't think that kid has played enough basketball to know what was going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to hurt him.
Yeah.
So his rationale was that he turned because he thought like
he said he was going to go take a charge, which number one, you can't take a charge directly underneath the basket, which is where that play really happened. So that's strike one. Then he said he thought Kirk fouled him because Kirk went for the steal on the drive, which there was no foul. So then in a half a second, Here's what I think happened. I think he went to take a charge, got nervous about the physical contact, tried to turn out from it, and made it a very dirty play against Rico.
Yeah, so I agree with that, but I think is it dirty if it's unintentional?
That's
all.
I would say maybe more. I would describe more as reckless than dirty.
Yes.
Yeah, because you say strike one. I think if a guy doesn't know basketball, he probably didn't even know that he can't take a charge.
I've gotten into this argument on Rivals message boards before.
Really?
Yeah.
That does not surprise me at all.
On what constitutes dirty. I think intent has to be involved in dirty. Yeah. And
I don't think it was dirty then. I don't.
So this is would be manslaughter, not homicide.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Attempted manslaughter or something. Yeah.
Yes. I would go way to put it.
Yeah.
Smart guys. What do you got any take on this?
How's Rico doing?
I texted him. I think he's injured.
Yeah, he broke his arm.
They're saying that he might have a hairline fracture in his arm, and then in the broadcast he said he was bleeding. I mean, he hit his face on the fucking ground.
Yeah,
I mean, that is an injury.
Yeah.
That's not just hurt. That's
all right. Yeah,
injury.
let's run it.
Tabletopped.
I mean, that's fucking crazy. Rico's in the air when he slides underneath him. This angle makes it look worse than what I saw before. I don't blame Rico for getting up and
that's
either.
Rico's a psychopath and needs to be.
I think that's like a tremendous amount of restraint
to not come up swinging like that one fight.
Yeah, it's a good thing Billy was there too, because Rico might have done some damage on that kid. But that's suspension worthy, and Kirk did suspend him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In search of a social clip for this episode, what would the Barstool Chicago office, interns, social media included,
no interns unless they've been here, not the summer interns at least.
No, they have to be
they have to be here.
Yes.
What's your question?
You're talking production?
Yeah,
production. Yeah, because Mulcahy's their best guy.
Yeah.
So who wins in
basketball? I think.
Hold on. Let's pause and talk about ChevyDriveChicago.com really quick before we get into that.
I'm going to grab a Chevy to drive down the lane on Barstool, New York.
I like that, Dave.
Like that?
What kind of Chevy would you use?
Tahoe.
You guys were in the Blazer for the first time yesterday? Mine? Mm-hmm. Have you been in my Blazer before?
Yeah,
it's sharp, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
So you got better memory than me.
I was like, we filmed other content. We filmed you showing me your Blazer.
It's the second time this week.
He's having a bad brain day, Ed.
But these are the things that I delete the RAM. Okay, I just I don't need to remember that if Eddie was in my car.
But you do remember that Chevy is the best.
I get reminded every day.
Yeah. Every time you step into that Blazer.
I'm going to be in a documentary about Notre Dame football this year.
That's
what?
Go ahead.
And I think it's on Hulu or Netflix or something. And I'm driving it down to South Bend for the interview. So Friday the end of the month. So I look forward to being on the open road and those Indiana roads in that Blazer.
Nice.
That'd be the most boring drive on earth.
Still, just getting that thing on the highway feels good, as opposed to Ashland Avenue, which sucks. Yeah.
So like I said, Chevy also sails Chicago. Your local Chevy dealers want to give you and your friends a chance to win a boat charter on Lake Michigan this summer. Partnered with Tailgate the Lake. Head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to enter to win. Shop around for a new SUV and locate your local Chevy dealer today. All right, so you said who would win?
I think that we could genuinely put together 2 teams out of the guys in this office that would beat New York. So
fighting words.
Henkel put together a list of his top 15.
I'll say this though, Marty shooting how he shot in that game, it would be a lot tougher game than I thought.
They were playing zone. Okay, here's what I would do: if Marty gets hot, hey Lance, go guard Marty.
Boxing one.
Not even that. Just man to man. But Lance is on Marty. Marty's not getting shit. Lance is probably just as quick, and Lance is so fucking long.
Marty's pretty fucking quick. Marty's fast. Marty's athletic.
All right, well then he's kind of coming in the lane, and White Boy Rick is there waiting for him. But Lance kind of shut down Titus when we played a few weeks ago.
I believe that,
because Lance is just Lance knows how to play. Producer Lance, shout out Lance, and Lance is just long as.
What's your
fuck.
Wingspan?
10 feet.
Dude, probably
is it
6'8"?
Yeah, you're 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah, you're longer than what wingspan.
Yeah, my wingspan
height.
would be longer than probably my height.
Yeah, do that on the Lance cam again. Can't even get his arms really in the shot.
I mean, if you're getting recruited out of high school and you're a 6'5" wing with a 6'8", that's something of note.
Lance would put Marty in, put the clamps on him.
Yeah, I put an emphasis.
I know I'm nowhere near that list, but I want the record to show that should I have played basketball against I would shut down any point guard in this company if I wanted to clamp the heels on defense. That would be my contribution. What do you mean?
I think there's a lot of guys that you could not guard on.
I could absolutely. I would not let them get to the lane.
Well, we got our next White Sox Dave challenge.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I love
crazy.
this.
You think you could guard any point guard?
In a basketball game, absolutely.
Why? So you think you're quicker than everyone?
Out of everybody listed, yeah.
Tate would smoke you.
Tate is not an athlete in any stretch of anything.
I think he's the all-time leading assist guy at his high school.
We're gonna be all over Viva La Stool.
Okay.
Fine.
All right. You're not. I don't think you're keeping Tate in front of you because I think Tate just knows like angles. He knows head fakes. Like Tate would get by you. And you also don't really play on Friday, so I have a much better depth of knowledge of this.
I see people play.
What's your rationale for why you think you could lock them down if you're shorter and slower?
I'm not slower than them. Laterally, I would be just as quick as anybody with a ball in their hands. And like just off the top of my head, at least in this office,
But like Lance has you. Lance can score
that's
multiple on you.
No, he's talking like point
backing
guard.
down. Yeah, I'm talking a point guard like
Smokes would destroy you.
No, he would not destroy me. I've played basketball with Smokes enough where Smokes would absolutely not destroy me. He would be super.
But you're saying lockdown.
He might beat me. And
But
the game would take like 30 minutes.
So then what do we mean here? You would lock them down, but they would beat you? What does that mean?
Everything in my power to not let them score.
Sure, that's nothing though. We could all say that.
Give me your definition of lockdown. How many points?
In a game?
Yeah.
In a 5-on-5 basketball game, I could hold Smokes at 2 points or less, like a bucket or less.
Okay. So 2 points would be
we can do this on Friday if you want.
Okay.
We'll do it on Friday.
So 2.5 would be the
over-under,
parameter.
yeah.
Okay.
Before the game's complete. Either I'm not saying we'd win. Maybe someone else goes
But
off.
then that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough in 5-on-5 because the right play might be just getting by you and dishing it to somebody for a layup, and then that doesn't count.
Sure, I get that.
So,
I get that. And
I
you can even
think
count
Jack
that.
McCarthy would eat you up.
He wouldn't. That's
Jack's
exactly,
fucking quick and a good.
That's
athlete.
exactly who came to mind. That's exactly.
What about one-on-one? You think
Yeah,
you could
that's
lock
like
him
a
down?
better barometer.
Well, one-on-one, I that game would take 10 years because Jack can't shoot for his entire life. I just would not let him.
That
What if you gave him 11 possessions? Okay.
Jack?
Just 11 possessions, you D up. Like you don't have to play offense. So this is not.
Yeah.
This is not one-on-one.
What I'm saying is
okay. That's like fair, right?
If there were times when I would just let Jack shoot for 3, if he buried one.
Yeah, but that's not.
But that's not
what you're saying.
What's the hypothetical
But
then? They could score 5 on you? What kind of bet is that?
No, I'm saying that if they were driving on me, like Jack McCarthy or Hinkle, like they wouldn't get around me. If I'm saying
They'd do a floater right over you.
I'm saying Hinkle's not any taller than me. He's a little taller than me.
But if Jack gets a floater on you, what's the excuse? I said no. I would only do a layup.
I don't think he would.
But if he did, you're gonna be like, oh well, that doesn't count.
No,
Why?
I wouldn't be like that. No, that's beating me to the rim. That's getting a basket off.
But like you're also saying like Jack can't shoot. But if you're doing it to the point to prove how quick you are, you should be playing him as if he can shoot.
Right.
You can't be sagging off.
Yeah.
So if you're not sagging off because he can't shoot, he will get to the basket basically whenever he wants.
He wouldn't.
We can set this up. Yeah.
So is that a fair challenge though? Like
Sure.
it would be 11 possessions.
Sure.
And you could hold him to. He would score 2.5 would be the over under.
Sure, you could do that.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, this is okay.
This is gonna be cake, dude. You're gonna get smoked.
I'm not
we
gonna
do
get
this?
smoked. Every time I've played basketball here, I just don't play defense because
I'm not doubting
setting
your
picks.
athletic ability, but there is something to guys that know how to handle the ball, know where to how to take the right step.
And we're playing one-on-one. Who are you passing to?
I didn't say anything about passing.
In this hypothetical,
And they're
I know where you're going.
No,
what angles are you talking
But that's
about?
like saying, then you might as well say you can stay in front of Kyrie. These guys, he's not like the quickest guy in the world, but he's got incredible handles. Like Jack has very good handles. Smokes has good handles, and Smokes is kind of strong too. Like he's gonna be able to. They're gonna be able to score again.
So what's the list right now? Jack McCarthy, Nicky Smokes, Tate, obviously Titus.
Got to put Ebo on
Titus
there.
is-
Ebo's really fast. He's very fast.
He's quick.
So that's if you can maybe even ask him, you might remember this. We were playing pickup right when the office first opened, and I threw up a couple of fucking bricks, and I was actually pissing myself. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna shoot again. I was mad, and I just did not let Ebo get anywhere near the basket, anywhere near it.
But Dave's best bet is like they miss open layups and shit, right? Because then it's like, well, they didn't score, but really was it because of Dave or just bad shooting?
Yeah,
be
but I
elements
also
of that like that's
we'd also probably need a ref because
you could ref. Doesn't matter.
I would like someone who like knows.
Yeah, because
and
then
would,
it's Chief throwing it for you. That's
you
what
know
it turns
a foul
into.
and what isn't.
No.
Yeah, but if I call a foul, then everything's gonna be an argument.
Right.
I want like an actual ref to do it,
Hey,
or Titus, or somebody
Fine.
who like.
we'll figure
could have
something
called
out.
my dad and
And
fucking-
Titus,
get your. Oh, can you do
he
that?
he just had surgery.
Titus is the
Oh,
one,
fuck.
not the one, but Titus is a guy in this office that he would beat me 11-0.
But he would just. But this,
shoot.
that's a. Yeah, he would just shoot over you every time.
And he's got an incredible shot.
He does.
Yeah.
So he-
like I'm Jack McCarthy. I'm not worried about shooting. Ebo, not worried about
But
shooting.
that should
I'm
be.
not-
But what do you mean?
That's irrelevant to this discussion because we already established that this is about keeping guys in front of you and quickness. So you're not sagging off. You're guarding them as if their shot is a threat.
Yes,
And
I would be,
Right.
and that wouldn't affect them getting around me or not. I would know how to balance
I think
letting
they
them
would.
get his shot off versus getting around me.
I think that they would get you off balance and change directions and.
Yeah, so any
Sure.
shot that, like, if they take a jump shot and they make it, like, that's a mark against you.
Yes, I understand.
Right. So what you keep saying, like, get around you, it doesn't matter if they get around you, if they get a
No,
shot
but
off on
I-
you.
Lockdown implies that you will lock them down wherever
Correct.
you choose to.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm just looking for the loopholes, the excuses that are going to come.
There's
to get
if
down
they if
7-0.
I'm wrong, put the
I
dunce cap
actually-
on my head.
I think-
call me a
Okay, okay.
stooge.
Okay,
yeah,
dunce cap.
call him-
It's
call
a dunce
him-
cap bet.
Call him a stooge.
We have it here.
I think Henkel's a very good player, but I think you would have a better shot of staying in front of him than you would in front of Jack McCarthy
Yeah, I'd agree.
because Jack is a much better ball handler than Henkel.
Probably.
Okay,
For those who don't know, we should probably say these are social guys
yeah,
behind the scenes.
graphics. I think Henkel,
People know McCarthy, Jackie Tables.
Yeah.
Henkel's been on the show, Detroit fan.
Yeah,
Bald guy, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I was going to leave that out.
I mean,
Give him more fuel.
he's bald.
yeah. Okay.
Damn.
I almost want to call Jack in here to see what his.
I'll call him.
I'll find him.
Yeah, go find Jack.
Yeah, that would be.
I think he's in the gambling cave.
All right. That would
He's
be
always in the gambling cave.
See, he's in charge of gambling social. It's a good place for him to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that in a bad way.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, if you want to find Jack, that's
No,
typically where you can find him.
Yes. Okay.
Are you rethinking this at all or no?
No.
No.
Do you want to go back to the original question while we wait for Jack? 2 teams. I think there's 2 teams of 7 in our office that could beat the New York guys.
That beat the New York guys.
Yeah. We have Lance, would you agree? We have a lot of guys that play and are pretty solid.
Yeah, we have a lot of like people who are good. Like
Yeah.
watching that game yesterday, Marty Mush and Mulcahy would be the guys we'd have to like lock down.
And Dana.
Too. And I think like good. We have good matchups for all those. Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana can probably shoot a little bit, right?
Who?
Dana?
He
Yeah,
plays
Dana's
more in
good.
He plays more in the post. He's like a traditional big.
Chicago wins. Oh, let's go, Jack McCarthy.
Get on down here,
Take a
Jack.
seat.
You're overconfident again.
We are live, Jack.
What's
Yeah.
up?
All right, so White Sox Dave, we were talking basketball, Minahan, Team Chicago. White Sox Dave said he could lock down any person in this office.
Point guard type player.
Anybody.
I said point guard
Oh,
type
right.
player.
We're only talking about the ball, like
a ball
guys like you, Smokes, Hinkle,
Yeah.
Dave,
so he
the
went
guys
down.
who are like the primary Tate. When we play basketball on Fridays, like the primary like point guard-ish type guys. Dave says he could lock down.
Obviously, Titus or
I'm not
Big
counting
T,
Titus. He's
they're
not-
going to
Obviously,
destroy
like,
me.
I would not. Yeah, you obviously can't guard Titus. I don't think you would lock them down.
What do you lock? He says that your over/under for the game
2.5.
would be 2.5. That's him. That's you. You have the ball 11 times in a row.
I disagree.
He said he would wear.
I think you're a good athlete, but
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, you don't really transition to basketball.
No, I don't. But lateral movement is lateral movement, and that's like what I excel.
That's not true.
I feel like we've played before. You've
Well,
I
these
can't-
people before.
basketball
Would you do this? Would you?
on Friday afternoon.
We
Yeah,
said the
tell me
only
when.
fair way to do this would be you have 11 possessions to score over under at 2.5. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah,
It's 11 straight times with the ball.
And if Jack gets his own rebound, it's still one possession.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I get the
I mean,
rebound, take
Because-
it.
And
top
he
the
has
key.
Wait, and also it's just you versus me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no fucking chance, dude.
You can't shoot for your life.
But you have to
doesn't-
guard him
I-
as if he
But
can
also
shoot.
1v1, dude. The whole court is wide open. If I don't
I
have to worry
get it.
about any big down low, yeah,
and I
What do
think
you
I
think
have a
those-
little better cardio than you.
What do
Than him?
Yeah.
that doesn't matter in this though. I'm going to the rack 11 times, dude.
you think?
It does matter.
So you're
It
going to the
absolutely-
rack 11 times? Because he said the only way it happens is if you get lucky and hit
I
two.
can't shoot. That's a fact. I'm not gonna make one single three, But like I can hit a mid-range shot. I can do a also I sound like an asshole. I'm not that good at basketball.
You're pretty good.
You're a
like,
ball handler.
But I'm saying that like 1v1 is so much harder than playing defense when you have 4 other guys. Like
it depends.
No,
like,
it does not, dude. You have the whole court to fucking go around. Like
Dave. This is we'll settle.
I'm also definitely faster than you.
And he also controls the pace.
don't know
so
that
like
you
if he's
are.
tired, he can just.
Can we do this live at 11 a.m. tomorrow? Is that possible?
I don't think it is for me.
No.
Check.
Maybe.
Noon?
Well, maybe
11? All
we
right,
can
let's
figure out
try
when to
to-
do this, but
We'll tweet it out if we go. We're gonna try to go live at some point tomorrow. Is that? Or you're okay with that?
I could do 11.
And how many do you think? How many do you think?
I
you'll
mean,
score?
I'm definitely going over 2.5. Like I would set the total like 6.5.
That,
No,
and that
don't-
accounts
don't
for, like,
change it.
missed
2.5.
shots.
Honestly,
Yeah.
more than that. Like what's that? 4 baskets out of 11?
2.5. That's the bar. That's
Yeah, 2.5. I'm getting with ease. Once again, I want to preface: I'm not a douchebag. I don't think I'm good at basketball. I just think I could easily.
and
drop
I
like
want
8
to
or
preface
9.
that I am horrific at basketball, but I can guard people.
I just think you're like I have buddies who are like your talent doesn't translate to basketball. Like you're definitely like a baseball guy. Like I bet you can hit the golf ball a million fucking yards, but like your lateral
you connect,
your lateral movement is definitely not great.
You're,
And I don't think you could jump very well at all.
You're wrong. Well, I'm not. No, I can't.
But regardless, your lateral movement
that
isn't going to do
matters.
it all for you. Like you have to get your hands up. You can
I
get a
also,
floater right
if
over
we
you.
are going to do this,
I
need to bring
understand
in-
how to play defense.
But
on
you
basketball.
no, but we need to
don't
bring
know.
in because you're definitely the guy, which you know this playing on Fridays. The second I burn you to the right, you're gonna jam your hands out.
Would I do
Because
that?
that's every single fucking kid out on this court.
I do that to him.
Well, yeah.
If I ever get stuck on him, like
I mean,
but
is that you fucking around? Like, if we're taking this serious, I'm not gonna like shove you.
No, I'm not saying
driving down
shove.
the
I'm
lane.
saying this is like a common thing. Like if any, like Lance, you played pretty competitive basketball, right? Like there's certain people, like guys who have played competitive basketball, know like if you're getting burned, like you aren't allowed to jam them with your hands. I'm not saying you're gonna shove me over, but we have a lot of guys who don't know how to play defense, and since there's no ref, like the second I get a step on you, you're gonna go to jam.
yeah,
Like, that's a foul, and like that's a very common like didn't play basketball thing. I'm not saying you entirely would do that, but like we would need a ref.
yeah,
We already
decided
decided
and
that,
and
yeah.
it's like Dave's like you
Get-
can ref. I'm like I'm not ref.
'Cause, yeah,
Get Titus here. I don't care who refs. Get an actual IHSA patched official. We can do that and send out one tweet. Someone will be here.
yeah, no, that's my whole point. Is just because it's like the second you're burned to the right or to the left, you're gonna jam.
My dad's gonna be
Keep
so
my
pissed.
hands up.
I'm devastated. Your dad's not available.
I know.
Fuck. Yeah.
He's one of those
forward
guys
to
that
this.
just does that.
Me too.
I look forward to that.
I have like
Oh,
4 or
I
5
can't
friends
wait.
that do that.
a decent chance I go for a lot.
All right, so we're gonna aim for.
I'm kidding, but all right. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
You're
All
good.
right. All right.
See you tomorrow
do you,
morning.
wait, one more question, really quick. So, do you agree with like the list was you, Nikki Smokes?
Tate.
Yeah, I would say like guy. I mean, I would say it's more so like a guy like Henkel doesn't really go to the rack at all.
That's what I
he's
said.
more like a spot up shooter. So like he might be able to do. I would say like Ebo for sure is awesome
That-
driving to the rack. He'll fucking crush you.
That's exactly
Tate
what I'm basing
probably
this off of.
Smokes is very good.
Smokes is the one because Smokes can shoot a little bit, and he can hit from
Also-
the out. He can hit from like everywhere in the court.
And
a little
Smokes'
bit.
biggest fault is he's like a bad team player. So like 1-on-1, he's
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah, it's true.
He's not a team guy, but 1-on-1, Smokes is very good.
And this is the fairest way to do it, right? Because 5-on-5, there's too many different variables.
Well, yeah, and yeah, like someone else could just be a help defense. Like you put White Boy Rick in the middle of that fucking lane.
Yeah.
like, it's gonna.
And that's what I
impact
said
how
too.
Everybody
Like,
goes to the rack.
if we set it for points for you, like you might like the right play might be dishing it off.
Yeah.
And then that's not.
And
your
he still
point.
beat me, but it's
Correct.
not on my
Right.
stat sheet. Yes,
Exactly.
I get
Yes.
that. And if you want to do 5-on-5, you can take those away too.
No, I mean, dude, you set the line at 2.5. Like,
I didn't.
give me 11
I didn't
attempts.
try to change the line. I didn't. I said
No, I know.
I want
I
to
didn't-
do 5-on-5 and like
Yeah.
count that as a tick against me.
Like
if
he
I
gets
let
by
him
you?
drive and he's credited
Yeah, it's,
with an
yeah,
assist.
it's a little hard with 5-on-5 because everyone just plays off their guy, and then like trying to go to the rack. Sometimes there's like 4 dudes in the lane.
My prediction is you may hit 3, maybe, probably, definitely not. I don't know which of those it is. I think the game you're gonna.
I think
If it were if we were playing 1-on-1 and we're playing offense too, the game would take like 30 minutes because nobody would score.
I think
Why? Why would that be different? Jack would still
I think
score.
the race here is if we have a real ref, the race is will he score before you foul out?
No, because now you're making it easier. 2.5.
Also, are you saying that if we played 1-on-1, it would go 30 minutes and you would still win?
No, I'm saying that I wouldn't, like, neither of us would score. It would just be like a
That's wrong.
standoff.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it would take us forever to hit 11 is my point.
How is that
I
different
don't
for
think it would
Jack?
be
He
that
has to
long.
hit 11 either way.
Because I would be shooting as well, Danny.
Yeah, but he'll take it from you.
No, but it was.
And you'll miss and he'll board. I think it's.
I can shoot a little bit.
Hey, either way, you guys want to play.
I mean, we can do either one. But yeah, I don't think your defense is like.
You've never seen me play defense.
We've played on a
and
Friday,
I
but
literally
I'm pretty sure you guarded me.
openly admit, I'm not playing defense. It's fucking pickup basketball. I'm not exerting. I'm trying to sweat a little bit.
We'll do this.
Yeah.
And then
We're aiming for tomorrow at 11 a.m. We got to establish that, I feel. Up to, you get 11 possessions, 2.5 is the over-under, 3 fouls. I don't know, like.
give him 5.
I realistically think the first 5
That's
possessions.
that's what I was saying.
Every foul is a reset, though.
Yeah.
Like, you
Correct.
don't lose a possession.
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5?
Oh, fuck it. You can have as many fouls as you want. It's like if it resets every time.
Well, we're like, we can't have.
No, I
hacky
agree.
Shack.
I'm going to play
Dave
it
wouldn't. Dave
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I do think
You'll
Dave will
obviously know
get-
if I do that. I won't do that.
I think you'll get
use
called
your
for
fouls.
foul. I think you'll get called for fouls that you're like, that's not a foul, and
Yes.
everyone's gonna be like, that's a
That's
fucking
going to be
foul,
the
dude.
jam.
Get your fucking treatment in tonight.
That's
Work on that lateral
My
movement, Jack.
fucking core is just going to be jam,
Yeah.
jam.
You should be taking this personally.
It's not. I mean, honestly, I was going to
Thank
say.
you, Jack.
I was going to say it's not a like DB 1v1s, but it's
Yeah.
not too dissimilar.
All right.
Save it
Stella
for the
Blue
court.
Coffee.
I need a coffee after that. Ed. Where can I get some?
So do I. At Stella Blue Coffee, we believe good coffee is one of life's non-negotiables. Stop drinking those boring, tasteless coffee beans and turn to Stella Blue. Remember, your mornings are sacred. It's time to start treating them that way. Not only are Stella Blue Coffee's premium beans sourced with the most coffee-rich geographies on Earth, but they're also Big Cat tasted and approved, which is obviously more important. Stella Blue Coffee's delicious roasts are available in cold brew, K-Cups, ground, and whole bean formats to seamlessly fit into your day. Or morning, really anytime. People are coffee drinkers all day long. Routine.
I
and,
just had one.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm having a Stella Blue right now.
There we go.
Lance.
Go, Lance.
Also, every bag sold helps saves dogs. So that's great. Head to your local Jewel-Osco or Mariano's today to find the very best deals on Stella Blue Coffee, or use promo code MID for 20% off any order of $25 or more on Stella Blue Coffee at StellaBlueCoffee.com. Take back your morning with Stella Blue Coffee.
Yeah, Jerry just adopted one at a Stella Blue Paws golf event.
It's amazing.
Great.
Little pity puppy, it looks
Yeah,
like.
looks adorable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I did love, I don't know, the chaps. So Jerry was like, I'm a little bit nervous about like the training. I got a kid. What if he pulls on the leash? And Chaps was like, oh, I can help you. I can help you sort that out. And Jerry's like, you know how to do that? It's like, yeah, he did it for the United States military for a good decade.
Yeah,
So-
I think it was a decade on the dot.
Yes, he does.
He, I've offered, my dog's an angel, as you all know.
Ace is awesome.
He's
Ace
a
is
perfect
great
dog, but he like all pitties, they are very mischievous and they are stubborn. They don't like to listen. And I've asked Chaps, like, hey, what can I do here? He's like, give me 15 minutes with him and he will be the most obedient dog on earth. He's like, you're not going to like the way the method. So I'm like, I'll just let him jump on people when they walk through the door and stuff.
He's just saying hi.
And
Ace is pretty small, so it's not like if you have like a
70
great
pounds.
yeah, but if you have like a Great
yeah.
Dane, or even like a German Shepherd, it's different than Ace doing it.
Ace
yeah.
is probably chilling on my deck right now. I just let him out during the day now.
First 2/3, I feel like everyone's on their heels. A lot of argumentative, contentious
I like it.
conversations.
Feels
about
good.
the dozen and
we did miss. So we had our day at White Sox Dave's house.
yeah. So that's what I was going to get into.
Yeah.
Let's reel it all back and be friends again. We had a nice day at White Sox Dave's yesterday.
It was nice. Yeah. Yeah. Good meal. Thank you for that, David. Dave's a good cook. We have to set up this cooking challenge at some point. But we did. We mistimed this because Dave let me in on what his new passion project is going to be. Dave wants to adopt a crow, a bird.
Yeah.
He wants to adopt. He says you said you've done extensive research on crow adoption.
Not adoption, just crows in general. So crows are like well known as being
They're very
genius animals.
hyper intelligent animals.
Hyper intelligent, so they can recognize it's them and dogs, and maybe dolphins that they're. But dogs have evolved to the point where they also have facial expressions. Like you can tell when they're upset or happy or depressed.
Which is not the case with wolves. They have like the eyebrow movement.
They're like owls.
Yeah.
They're very stoic. But dogs, because of being domesticated, but crows, they can problem solve. So they'll use tools. They also recognize facial expression. They have such a good memory that if someone, like a human's a dickhead to them, then they'll remember that person for life and hold a grudge against that person. They will warn other crows. But they're also super easy to domesticate because they're like scavenger type animals. So if there's a food source for them that they can continually just tap into, they're going to take advantage of that. So all you got to do is like if you can feed a crow out of your hand, obviously not this easy, but you can domesticate him pretty. I don't want him to come inside or anything. I just want him to.
I would love to go over to the White Sox Dave den, and you're coming out the back, and there's his pet crow.
It would be awesome, wouldn't it?
A crow on your shoulder at all times.
I think it'd be sweet.
Pirate Dave.
Yeah.
Just gonna have it like fetch you stuff. Like go find a beef and bring it back.
No, I would just like.
He's just gonna have a little crow friend on his back deck.
You know they talk too.
Crows do.
They have a very. It's like dolphin, like sonar radar. They don't use sonar, but they
don't use any like echolocation.
It's not. They're not bats. They're crows.
Yeah, but they
their
can
own
carry
sonar.
messages. Like pigeons can do that too.
Pigeons are actually pretty smart too. I've discovered. But like you watch these, I was under the influence of 3Chi. Shout out 3Chi, and I went down a crow rabbit hole.
High thoughts. 3 cheese later. I think I'm gonna
You
buy
could
a crow.
You could take this water bottle right here. And if that was the only source of water, you can look up these videos. It's insanely impressive. They'll go and find rocks to raise the water level up so they could stick their beak in it enough to drink the water. Like, I would love to see, like, my pet bird do that.
Would be awesome.
But not inside. Just stick around the deck and I'll feed you peanuts or whatever.
But here's the deal. I know you, White Sox Dave, pretty well. I know that your plan would be to start with, I'm just going to keep this pet crow on my deck. Within a few weeks, you're going to be like, why don't you come inside?
It would probably be a few hours, realistically.
If it's a well-behaved crow, that crow's coming inside.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm out on this. This would make me not want to visit the White Sox they've done.
Even if it stayed on the back deck?
Yeah. Crows are too ominous for me.
They're very ominous.
I don't like
they're
that
black?
at all.
The color of them?
No, it's just traditional. Like everyone.
Yeah, it's like a witch's sidekick.
Yeah.
It's a super villain.
And like
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, going back centuries. It's a ravenoid. So raven, crow, same type of bird.
What's the difference?
I don't know. They look different. The ravens have like the bigger beak.
Mm-hmm.
But they're...
Hey, don't they say like when you see them circling, like something bad's about to happen or some shit?
Some shit's going down.
Ravens have a noticeably larger wingspan than a crow.
So they're bigger?
Yeah.
But like I like, not that a crow's a bird of prey, but I like all birds. Like going down to Sydney's, you'll see bald eagles in the wild all the time, like awesome hawks.
Wild birds are cool. My sister used to have various birds when we were growing up, and they always were annoying.
At my dad's house now, I only lived there for like a year or whatever after college, but there was I think it was a barn owl, and those things are deafening.
Yeah.
How loud they get. The who.
Really?
They're huge too. I think I've told this story before. I hit an owl with my car, and I thought it like rolled up the windshield. This is when I was like 17 or 18. I thought I hit like a child because it went that fast and it was that big that I thought I hit like a toddler.
Does your teammate Keeks know that?
That I hit an owl?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Don't tell her that before the playoffs.
Why?
That New York owl or whatever.
Yeah.
Harry Potter?
She was very emotional about Flacco the owl.
I don't.
Ever heard
that
about
owl.
this?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
You guys
Driving
saw
on Crane Road.
You guys saw owls that much? I've never seen an owl.
My parents used to have one. Well, this is the suburbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out west by us.
Yeah.
You see
Really?
all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
My parents used to have like this, like it's like they got rid of it for some reason, but it was like an island of like trees in the front yard with like mulch around it and shit. And there was a big ass owl that lived in that tree.
Do you remember, this is hyper
That's
local.
probably why my dad
I
got rid of it.
apologize to everybody listening who's not from the immediate era, but do you remember those batting cages on Farnsworth?
Yep.
My dad and I,
It was in like an industrial lot, right?
yeah, right there, yeah. My dad and I rescued an owl that was stuck in the batting cage net one morning. I had to have been like 10 or 11 years old, I'd guess. We were driving by there for whatever. It was early in the morning, and we see the bird. It got caught in the batting cage net, so we went and shook it out and flew away.
Could have been your Hedwig.
Could have
obeyed you. Yeah, owls fall into that category where it's like groundhogs, badgers. They're all wood creatures, but like what woods? You know, like where exactly?
About 20 minutes west of where you
Yeah, well, there was just 3 owls at Lincoln Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a family. It was a big story. They all died one by one because they ate a rat that had rat poisoning.
That's a
Everybody
bad
ate.
break
Did
for
you get
the
the
owl
key?
family.
I will have it tomorrow, so we'll be
Okay.
we'll be able to pop it open.
You want to pop in tomorrow at like 10?
Sure.
Cool.
People know what we're talking about?
Yeah. So
So the way you'll see the video, we should have plugged that more. 773 TV on Friday, a day at White Sox Dave's. So we spent the whole day. Dave cooked for us. We watched Top Gun Maverick on his $6,000 sound speaker.
it's 5,600.
It was awesome. I will give you credit.
It's a nice sound system.
Yeah.
And I don't even have it dialed up correctly.
I ordered a master key for rat boxes that we had planted in front of Dave's house. So we are going to open those. And
Those
put
things
those
are
in.
fucking heavy.
Are you ready to open 4 rat boxes?
I thought it was only 2.
No, it's
4.
it's like 6.
Is there?
Yeah, because he loaded. There was already a couple there, and he put extras on top of the ones that were already there.
Yeah, you got 4,
That's fine.
6 rat boxes.
Yeah, as long as you don't, I'm not going to scoop them out.
Oh yeah, just like we'll get.
I'll open the boxes for
it's
sure.
about to
But
smell-
there's probably, I would guess that there's 10 rats in that thing.
Yeah, it's about to smell crazy in there.
I saw what they looked like closed. I mean, they're hollow plastic boxes. So
Yeah.
if there's any weight to them, there's dead rats in there.
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh.
There's going to be a lot of rats, and it's like tomorrow's going to be a hot day. Like they're baking inside of a black plastic box.
My prediction, they're not going to be that many as you think,
It felt pretty heavy.
but I think they're just big.
Maybe.
Rats,
They
Yeah.
get fucking
No, true,
big.
true.
city rat.
I was thinking like rat, like that size.
Yeah.
That size. I would say that to me, I was like, there's probably 10 of those in there.
Yeah,
I don't think it can fit 10.
No, it was.
I would say it can
Okay.
fit maybe 3.
Then
3 or 4.
whatever the max is. Then that's how many are in there.
yeah, I'd say 3 or 4. There's gonna be like 3 in each box.
Okay.
I'm
And
excited for
we
people to see it. Though.
re-put in the poison.
Yeah, you should buy bait, and you should you want the key? I don't
Yeah,
need it.
yeah, absolutely. You're not, you probably don't really have to deal with that as much out there.
We don't
right?
have much rats in the Northwest side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's-
there are definitely more. I'd never seen one rat as a kid.
no.
That's
Not
stunning.
one.
I do think that West Town, where I used to live, and where Dave, are you technically West Town?
Mm-hmm.
There's just more rats over there.
I didn't. It's the same for me as Lincoln Park. I saw Lincoln Park all the time, but
I live in Lakeview now. I have not seen one in Lakeview,
Really?
and I would see like taking out the trash. I would see minimum like 5 every time I took out.
if the dog needs to take a shit in the middle of the night or something, I'll see him 100% of
Yeah.
the time. If it's night out, yeah.
I always say it, man. Taking out the garbage is a daytime activity.
See, I feel like I almost always do it at night because
Yeah.
you just like when you're cleaning up after dinner and stuff, and like your garbage just gets like you just do it.
I agree,
Yeah,
but
it'd be better if
Yeah,
you could time it.
your
right.
chances of getting attacked by a wild animal when you're taking out the trash increase by 90%
Yeah.
if you're going at night.
big time. Raccoons, rabid raccoons, Dave.
Possums.
I've never seen a
rats.
raccoon in the city.
Really?
Really, they're fucking flooded Belmont Harbor.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen pictures of them in the city, but I've never seen them like myself taking out the trash.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're-
You ever
They're
seen-
nocturnal.
You ever seen the
Don't-
video of the guy who feeds raccoons hot dogs?
No.
Pull that up, dude. It
Dude.
is fucking insane.
The raccoons will come right up to you and eat out of the palm of your hand. I did it
Sydney
when I was
Wells'
camping.
family had one as a pet.
I'm anti that.
They just grabbed it out of a tree and they're
No
like, "You're
disrespect to
ours."
the Wells, but it's this guy. Have you seen this, Danny?
Mm-mm.
It's wild, dude. This guy has no less than 50 raccoons, and he has like a 50 pack of hot dogs, and he just feeds them. Oh, sure, he's a Canada guy. It's
Are
you
making
hungry
fun of
today, fellas?
Their accents. I did this camping when I was a kid. Though if
They come right up to his door.
Yeah, this is just one of them. There's multiple videos. Yeah, there he is.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude. Like,
Raccoons are cool though.
I don't know, dude.
If they didn't have the rabies stigma, they would be like a top adorable animal.
they are kind of adorable. Look at them. They're like little
Look how fat these raccoons are.
Yeah, they are.
because they got this guy feeding them fucking.
That
Vienna
might be a
beefs all
winter
night.
coat. That might be. They're up in Canada too. They need a little bit thicker
They're
coat.
going Kobayashi and chestnut.
Like, come on, would you do this?
No, I wouldn't do this.
I wouldn't let them crawl all over me, but I've fed raccoons on my hand before.
I have not.
This is exactly what they'll do.
When I was deer hunting with Sydney, we were out one morning, and it was like as the sun coming up. So it's cool because you see like some things go to bed, and then the rest of the forest comes alive.
Right.
So we were in a tree stand, and there was like this. It was a dead tree, but it was still upright, and you could see this raccoon. And because you hear it, you like listen for everything. So you hear something in the distance, and then you watch this raccoon just follow logs so it didn't step on the leaves to rustle leaves to alert predators. But so I watched it for like 20 minutes, and then it was going up this dead tree that was 15 yards in front of me, like directly in front. And Sid was like, "You want to shoot it?" And I was like, "Nah, he's just going to bed. Like I don't need to shoot."
Did you see him go to sleep?
Oh yeah, like he went up into the top of this like kind of hollowed out dead tree log and like looked at us once he got up there, because I think maybe he heard us like whispering, and he looked, and then we held eye contact for a minute, and then he just went into bed.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
I was hunting with her brother one morning, and they trapped one. I guess they ate turkey eggs, and obviously you want to keep the turkeys around.
Mm-hmm.
And they trapped one, and it was a little baby. And he's like, "You don't want to see this." I'm like, "I sure don't." And he just whacked that thing right there.
Damn. So yeah, I would have a hard time with that.
What about Nebraska Nate?
I haven't talked to Nebraska Nate in a minute. I did have one of my weekly calls with Mr. Wells prior to going to Europe. I haven't checked in with him after I've gotten home from Europe, but he did say we are welcome down to come do manly stuff with him.
Cool.
At any time.
Good.
Like, you just let me know when. I'll be here, and I'll
Put us to work.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna go chop trees with Mr. Wells, right?
Yeah,
That's
just
the thing, you
anything.
gotta Chop down a tree.
Yeah, just manly
Yeah,
stuff.
be a man.
Maybe dig a trench. I don't know. Whatever they need. I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Do that for a weekend.
Just get my hands all dirty.
Yeah.
Get my calluses
I love
formed
going
up.
down there.
I was.
You eat
you brought
well.
up hunting.
Yeah.
3 months and 3 weeks until deer season.
Hell yeah.
Who's counting?
Let's go.
It's my favorite thing on earth now. Just sitting in that tree is my favorite thing.
Just the routine of it. Then you're having a big skillet at 10 a.m. That's awesome. It's
You're
great.
talking with the whole community.
How come you're not a fisherman?
I would like to do it. My brother-in-law is big into it.
I've talked to Sydney about just getting a charter boat for us and doing like some on Lake Michigan, but I hate water. I hate beaches.
You like lobster?
Fish is like slimy, and I don't want to.
Especially when it's supreme.
I enjoy it. This is one of those things where it's like I was not raised with any of this stuff, but I wish that I was. Because when I was a little kid, we had these family. We would catch turtles and like put nail polish on their back and let's see if we could catch them again.
We would go turtle hunting.
Yeah, I loved all that stuff. But
there was a snapping turtle that lived on the golf course that I worked at out in Wheaton, Arrowhead, and a legend had it that it snapped a goose's neck clean off.
I believe it.
What did you have at what did you name him? Sorry.
The turtle?
Yeah.
I didn't name him, but you would always see him. He would always hang around by the driving range, and like I wouldn't go near him because those things are so fucking quick. When they shoot out at you and try to, they'll rip your finger right off. Like we would hold sticks and shit to it, and it would just chomp.
Is that fast?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't hold that to 2 points. That's for sure. Hell no. All right then, we can wrap this up. We will attempt to shoot that video live at 11 a.m.
Okay.
tomorrow. We'll talk to the tech guys, try to get that ball in motion on our Rumble page, YouTube, whatever. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on Thursday.